housing by and for New York, cracking down on bad landlords. His statement reads, as mayor, Zohran will put our public dollars to work and triple the city's production of permanently affordable, union-built, rent-stabilized homes, constructing 200,000 new units over the next 10 years. Any 100% affordable development gets fast-tracked, no more pointless delays, and Zohran will fully staff our city's housing agencies so we can actually get the work done. Okay, the reality is that Zohran forgets to mention, is that New York already has the largest public housing authority in the nation. But sweet little Zohran wants to freeze the rents and rub his magic lamp of taxpayer genies to just grant him $100 billion to build these shiny, new, publicly subsidized, rent-regulated housing units. So for those of you who don't know, with a public housing authority, they essentially own and manage apartment buildings, okay? So New York's program, which was started in the 1930s by Mayor LaGuardia, the one that the airport is named after, it gives housing to an estimated 520,000 residents on 335 sites. That's a lot. The catch, of course, is that the government never does anything well, and certainly never better than private companies in a free market. So the results of public housing in New York, well, they're as disgusting as you can imagine. Rats are in a third of them. The buildings are falling apart. There's a year-plus wait list for basic repairs that they already know are going to cost over $78 billion to fix. The water heaters don't work, the elevators don't work, you name it. The original idea for public housing was that it was going to be lived in by two-income working families, but everyone took advantage of the system. As of 2025, only 2% of New York public housing has 2 adults with children living in them, and only 1/3 report having income from working an actual job. These people don't even work. According to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, 30% of the 3 to 4 bedroom housing units are lived in by one person, single adults, and 10% of the residents have lived in their units for over 40 years. That's called taking advantage of the system, boys and girls. This is the same crap that caused the Bronx to be set on fire in the 1970s by landlords. Building owners were literally burning down their own properties in order to collect federally backed insurance payouts that were worth more than the buildings themselves. Oh, well, how did that happen? Well, in 1968, a federal program called the Fair Access to Insurance Requirements got passed, making the buildings more valuable if they burnt down. Had they been operating in a free market,